Welcome back. We're back with another stream. It's our 5:30 p.m. stream, guys. I'm excited that we're back. Anyways, Chelsea. What happened, Chelsea fans?
Chelsea fans assemble for discussion, town hall discussion.
74 breaches
They
of the.
they they just want to bring us down. This is their they don't we know when you're on that up, you're just moving up, taking up.
This
And
brother said they want to
enemies
bring us down.
and enemies
Who
everywhere.
wants
They
to
just
bring you
want to
down?
bring
Who wants to bring you down?
it's obvious now. Kingsley, why is this coming out as a big news
AB saying, why always
and they
Chelsea?
yes, why always us? That's the big question. But the key thing here is that, to be honest, this is not news. It's
What?
not news. Why why
Mm,
why I say it's not news is because when these new owners took over,
I'm listening.
right? They obviously, these guys are big guys. They
Yeah.
brought in serious accountants to analyze all the books
Mm-hmm.
over the years, everything that is available, right?
Yeah.
And they found, what did they find out? They found out that, oh, there were backdoor payments that were made. Like
Wow.
Abramovich is just like say tips.
No, keep
Push
going. Keep going.
drives,
Keep
push
going.
drives,
Keep
SS the enemy.
explaining.
Everybody gather. Anyways, let me continue what I'm saying. So they analyzed all the books, and what did they
Mm-hmm.
find? They found out that Abramovich was basically, you can say, giving agents tips.
Start
That,
padding.
that's that's the summary. That's the way I look at it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
as a brother, he- that's what these guys. Their hands are not clean. Roman's hand is not clean. There's no any fan that will come out and tell me that their club is clean. You're wasting your time. There's none of them are clean.
You even think my club is
None.
not clean.
Your club is not clean. None of us are clean. But the thing is that
Okay.
the problem is who did they catch? Do you
Mm.
get now? The owners, Boli and his friend,
Yeah.
Egbali, obviously they want to do things the normal way. And the
Mm.
reason they even decided to self-report is because they were trying to knock down the price.
Mm.
Look at it from two angles. Now they say, oh, your accounts are not clean. They've charged them X amount of billions, and like, okay, we're finding this. Can we reduce the price? Obviously, at the end of the day, Abramovich and them, they said they will remove £100 million from the
Mm-hmm.
money they will give Abramovich, which till
Yeah.
today is that money is still in the air, being spent by the British, not being spent, but is in an account.
Mm-hmm.
There are other banks, they are using it for loan, right? Whatever. But at the same time, they now took everything that they found, they took it
Mm-hmm.
to UEFA, they took it to
Mm-hmm.
the FA, and they took it to the Premier League,
Mm-hmm.
saying, this is what we found, irregularities. The club paid agents of Eto'o, Hazard, and Whelan. He gave them extra payments. Yes, he gave them payment. You pay agents normally,
I
but
know.
they gave them extra payments, but those payments were not registered in the account of Chelsea.
Oh, it was like from straight from Abramovich's pockets.
Yeah, so Abramovich has
Uh,
plenty things he's doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's more or less they paid them. Do you get? But at the same time, right? You say I can't wait for Super League to commence this too. So at the same time, even if you pay them, as far as those players are coming into your club,
mm,
it should still be reported in your books.
mm.
Do you get? Even if it's a gift from the club owner, Abramovich. The funny thing is that Abramovich several times kept on loaning Chelsea money from his pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, from his pocket. When he was leaving, Chelsea was owing him £1.5 billion.
Did
Yes,
they
that
pay?
he's
Did they pay?
living on.
Did they pay him back the 1.5
He,
billion
he,
pounds?
forgave, he forgave the club.
Mm.
Do you see? Whatever. So at the end of the day, obviously, UEFA fined us £8 million or €8 million. The Premier League did not say anything because
I
we
know, right? SSB
we
same with Mikel
self-reported.
Obi. Like we need to.
Yeah,
This needs to be like an
yeah,
issue that needs to be looked into
yeah,
because, of course, like Chelsea fans,
yeah.
like AB,
So
be like,
so
why
so
us?
on the
But
on the
it's
Hazard
tricky.
story, Hazard was meant to go to,
I know.
from the news.
Yeah.
Hazard was meant to go to Man U.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rumor we were hearing, that he could have gone to Man U.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason Man U could not get him is because the agent was insisting. Because Hazard was hot cake then. Man City wanted him. Man U wanted, I think it was it Man U wanted him. Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
wanted him. He could have
Mm-hmm.
gone to Man U. But the reason Man U did not get him was because they refused to pay the extra payment the agent was asking for under the table.
Mm.
Like, give me tip now. Like, you understand? Okay, give me tip. Give me cash payment. Give me this. Man
But
City
you have to recognize that it was
refused.
a different time, though. It was a different time. So agents
Was a
then,
different time.
like the agents then and the agents now, then they'll be
They are the
more like
same. They are
you
the
don't think it
same.
has
The
changed
ru-
in terms
the
of getting
rules has
something
always
under the table?
the rules have gotten stricter over the years, but
Okay,
these rules were still there at that time.
okay.
Anytime you give an agent money, it has to be reported in the total fees of the player. Do you get
Mm.
what I'm saying? It has to be paid. So that money was paid under the table for Hazard. They tipped the agent of Eto. They tipped the agent for Willan. Look at Willan's case. Why is it that Willan was about to do the medical? He's done the medical, about to sign. Then the agent
But
said no, he's not more signing.
but
He's not signing
AB
for
is saying
Tottenham.
that it was not under the table, that it's agent fee. We are all aware of that. Why the noise? Do
No.
you feel like it was under
Eh,
the table?
no. There's agent fees which was paid and was recorded. There was extra money given to them that was not recorded in Chelsea's book. Abramovich, it was paid by Abramovich or whoever. Do you get? That was not reported in Chelsea's book. To me, that's under the table.
Mm.
If you ask me, if you, apart from the normal agency fees that you pay someone, pay them extra. It's normal. You can do that in business. It's just like you're buying a house. You decide to pay extra than the asking price. You pay far more. Do you get? But at the same time, you have to record it. Those are the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Because but you can argue that now the case Chelsea is bringing forward, and like, okay, obviously we've said the thing that is paining me now is that everybody is making it into a big deal. We're the one that self-reported. We gave you the evidence. We gave you everything. If not, they won't even find it. Will they find it? How would they know? They will never
But
know.
why self-report?
That's what I'm telling you. Self-reporting is two ways. Now, I think self-reporting is to start on a clean slate because these guys are new in the Premier League. They don't want something that will come back and haunt them later. And secondly, is also a way to hit down the amounts they were going to pay. Do you
Also,
get?
this is
But at
just
the
a thing
same
where you
time,
guys just need to pay a fee
yeah,
for this.
no. So why they decide to self-report is because they wanted to keep money aside because
Okay.
they found it already. They wanted to keep money aside because if in the future, maybe it's not found even 10 years, it's found, it will still be, it can be found maybe 30 years later. They decide to find the club. These new owners will be the one to pay. Do you get? So that's why they negotiated with Abramovich and his crew. We are going to keep £100 million out of the money we are meant to pay you. We'll keep it in case this comes back to haunt us. We'll keep that money aside to settle it. Now, what Chelsea also do, that's why the statement they released, just like, oh, we acknowledge that we received XYZ from the FA. We're the ones that self-reported it. They self-reported it 3 years ago. Do you get? It's 3 years ago. It's not something that
Yeah.
is new. 3 years ago, it was self-reported at the same time. But the thing is that the way, look, the thing is that people don't understand the personality of Abramovich, right? Abramovich is someone that he's ready to go the extra mile. The cost doesn't mean anything to him. Do you get what I'm saying? And obviously, he has ways of doing his own business. We can't really say,
So, but
right?
I'm a
An
bit confused
example,
about the self-report part. Let's go back to that part. So they self-report, they put money to the
yeah,
side. The money they
yeah,
put to the side after self-reporting is to
yeah,
pay in case these
yeah,
charges.
yeah.
Exactly. Maybe I pull up the article. Let's break it down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have,
let's
I
pull up
have,
the
I
article.
have, I have it. I have it here. Like,
Do you want to share your screen and show us? We break it line by line, or you want to? You can send me the link to it. I can also share my screen.
okay,
Send
I have everything screenshots. Actually,
oh the
let me send
screenshot
it
of
to
the
you.
article. Okay, you
Let
can
let
send it
me
to me.
let
I
me
can show you.
let me send it to you.
The
So
question I have is that this self-reporting while you're sending that to me, the question is for you. And
Mm,
the self-reporting, you said they put
mm,
the money to the side, right?
yeah.
The money they were supposed to give Abramovich, they put that to the side, which I understand. The
Part of
money
the
put
money,
to
yeah.
the part of the money put to the side, that was to
Mm,
cover the potential fine that they might get from this breach, right?
yes.
From the
Yeah.
charges. So
Yeah.
okay, that makes more sense now. So right now, the
Mm.
FA, because I've not really done a deep dive into this issue, but the FA, have they released what any fine that you guys will have to go through for this? Has it been
So
concluded yet, or what the out the outcome will be for you guys based on these charges?
so now, okay, I've sent it to you. I sent it to your email anyways. But let me read
Okay.
what I have from
Mm.
my end. I'll read it out for you. Let's follow it step by step. Do
Okay.
you get? While you pull it up, and maybe you can share your screen. Do you get? I have so many things open on my system.
Mm-hmm.
Said the FA has today charged Chelsea with breaches of regulations J1, C5 of the FA footballing A2 and A3, A1 and B3. 74 charges have been brought against Chelsea. The conduct that is subject of charges between 2009 to 2022 primarily relates to events which occurred 2010 to 2011, 2015, and 2016 seasons. So that's Eto, right? And Whelan and Hazard, obviously. Say Chelsea FC has until September 19th to respond. That's one.
Mm.
Do you get?
I
Obviously,
guess.
okay. So moving on. This is something from our Nia Kinsella, right? He said Chelsea have been charged by the FA for breaching rules of agency that predates this current ownership. The club statement: Chelsea FC is pleased to confirm that its engagement with the FA concerning matters that were self-reported by the club is now reaching a conclusion. Do you get?
Mm.
The club's ownership group completed its purchase of the club on 30th May 2022 during a thorough due diligence process prior to completion of the ownership group became aware of potential incomplete. So look at that word, incomplete financial reporting concerning historical transactions,
Okay.
right? Historical transactions. And it goes on to say, just a second. So
Wait.
the club has demonstrated.
No, keep
Do you
going.
have it?
Sorry, keep going. No, keep going.
So
Keep
the
going.
club has. The
I
club
was
has.
going to. I was going to. Share, like, because it's on Twitter, right? It's CFC Daily on Twitter.
Yes. Yes.
So I was going to
Yes.
share it from
Yes.
Twitter to, like, show what they posted.
Yes, you
So
can
I'm
share
just
it. You
finding
can
the
share it on
post on Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just finding the Twitter post. That's all. No, keep going. I'm just finding the Twitter post.
Okay. So he said the club has demonstrated unprecedented transparency during the process, including by giving comprehensive access to club files, historic data, as we continue collaborating with the FA to conclude on this matter as swiftly as possible. We wish to place our record of gratitude to the FA for their engagement with the club on this complex case, the focus of which has been matters that took place over a decade ago.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So now
Yeah.
I have another snippet. I was snipping several things from, obviously, from Twitter, right? To follow he said the FA. So this is where you asked me about possible sanctions, right? The FA
Okay.
sanctions available
Let me
includes,
share my screen. Let me just share my screen. I'm coming. Just give me 1 sec.
yeah,
So this is one of the things that you sent to me on Twitter.
yeah, yeah,
This is it, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is the
yes,
post.
yes,
So,
yep,
it
yep,
basically says
yeah,
the Football Association has today charged Chelsea FC with breaches of regulations J1 and C2 of the FA Football Agents regulations A1 and A3 of
mm,
the FA regulations on working with intermediaries, and regulations A1 and
mm,
B3 of the FA third party investment in player regulations. In total, 74
yeah,
charges have been brought against Chelsea FC. The conduct that is subject, of these charges ranges from 2009 to 2002 and primarily relates to events which occurred between
my
2010
mic,
/11 to 15-16 playing seasons. Chelsea FC has
Yeah.
until 19th September to respond. Let's first start from respond. What response do you guys have to
Mm.
give to the charges? Because have you guys been,
No,
because
obvious.
you've been charged, right? But is there like an adjudication of like, this is what you guys would have to do?
So look at it this way. If I go to self-report something, which other response am I responding? I'm the one that brought all the files and told you that what is already there, the evidence. So the
Yeah,
only
but
thing is for you to tell me guilty or not
SS, you
guilty.
said, Andy, your
Obviously,
mic. I think
yeah.
your mic was like
Can you hear
acting
me?
up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you. No, I can hear you
Yeah.
fine. But when you were reading it, I think your mic was like breaking a little bit, but you're
Or
fine.
muffled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I self-report something, it means we're acknowledging that the crime took place
Mm.
or the fraud took place.
Yeah.
Yes, they acknowledge. So there's nothing for them to. What else are they acknowledging, right? To
Mhm.
respond, basically to say yes, we admit it's there, which we've already done. We're the one that came to you. So, but the thing, look at it this way. The way I look at it is okay. Let me read the possible fines. Let me read that part. It said FA sanctions available include a points deduction or a transfer ban. Right?
A points deduction or a transfer ban.
Yes. If it's seen to affect, give Chelsea unfair sporting
I feel like
advantage.
your mic is breaking again a little bit.
Is it now? Is
Yeah.
it breaking?
Yeah. It's almost like internet connection rather than mic. I feel like it's breaking a little bit. But then
Can you hear
so point
me now?
deduction, I can hear you just breaking a little bit. So point deduction or transfer ban.
Mm.
Those are the
Yeah.
two possible things that you guys would face.
So
Out of
look at
those
this. Said,
two,
but no. Listen, I'm not finished reading. It said, but given Chelsea's apparent cooperation and the fact that the alleged offences took place under the previous ownership, a fine may also be an option.
I think your mic is an issue, Andy.
Like you can't hear me.
Like when you're reading, I don't know, when you're reading, it's
Yeah.
breaking on just my, I don't know if it's just my end, but it's breaking a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. SS is saying nothing will happen. I'm looking through it. I don't know what's going on. Like when you read, it's like it seems like your mic is just breaking off a little bit. But I'm trying to find like what you're reading in terms of like possible charges, what would happen. But on CFC Daily, I can't really see them say any like what the
So
possible charges were. But you did mention
no.
it was
So the
point deduction or transfer ban.
yeah.
But let's take it off
Yeah.
from there.
So
Point
the
deduction and transfer
so the
ban.
key so the key no. I'm not finished. So now more stuff came out again. Do you get Chelsea? They've gone further to hire one of the big accounting firms. Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me?
It's still breaking, but it's they've gone to hire one of the accounting firms. Yeah.
Big accounting firms to analyze breaches, right? Because they do not believe there's any sporting advantage. So they would argue no sporting sanction is
Okay.
necessary.
I can see it. I can see the post. Chelsea have hired one of
Yes.
the big
Yeah.
accounting firms to analyze the
Yeah.
breaches. They do not
Yeah.
believe there has been any sporting advantage and will argue no sporting sanction is necessary. Right.
Exactly.
And okay, you're reading from CFC Daily. So the first statement below
Yes.
it,
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
just read it from here. The FA sanctions available include a point deduction or transfer ban, given Chelsea's apparent
Mm.
cooperation and the fact that the
Yeah.
alleged offenses took place under previous ownership. A fine may also be an option. So there's a possibility of a fine. There's a possibility, of a point deduction or transfer ban, right? But basically, based on your cooperation, it may
Yeah.
just be a fine, basically. But you guys have
But
already
look at
hired
it.
an
How?
accounting firm for it. So
Yeah. But look at it. It's simple. We gave Roman Abramovich gave extra money to those agents. Is there?
okay.
He gave
Mhm.
extra money to those agents. Probably it was not from Chelsea's accounts.
Okay.
He did it through maybe one of his companies. That's what I'm thinking happened. And most of the rumors that is going around, he did it through maybe one of his other companies. He gave them extra money.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Gave them extra money. The major issue is that it was not reported inside the book of Chelsea.
Mhm.
That's the issue. So to me, I don't see how that gives us extra sporting advantage. It doesn't. Because regardless, the player is coming to us.
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me read this. An independent
Yeah.
regulatory commission will now be set up to hear the charges. It will
Yeah.
be able to impose a range of punishments, including sporting sanctions, which range from fines, sporting sanctions which range from fines and transfer embargoes to point deduction. So you guys have a range of punishments that fall under this, which is like you could be fined, you could be banned from, you have a transfer ban or points deduction. Is to me is a light, bro.
Okay, so
It's not
look at
that
it
bad.
this way. Look at it this way. Why is it that till now
Yeah.
we submitted it to UEFA, FA?
Yeah, you were sounding it fast forward. That's exactly how you were. That's a good way to describe how you
Like,
were sounding. Yeah.
okay, I was sounding quick.
You were sounding like you were fast forward.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I
So
thought it was
so
listening.
so so look at it this way. You talk of we reported it to the FA, we reported to UEFA, we reported to the Premier League. Do you get what I'm saying? Now listen.
Okay.
Man,
The only reason
the
why I
only
wanted to say something was because I
yeah,
read something on this CFC
yeah,
Daily that stood out to
yeah,
what you were saying just now, that you guys
yeah,
reported.
yeah, yeah,
Because CFC
yeah.
Daily, they were like, this new ownership acts like it has nothing to do with them. But
No, but
then
it's still Chelsea. It's
it's
still
still
Chelsea,
Chelsea
right?
at the end of the day. You guys
Yeah.
will still face the same
Chelsea
punishment.
is
I just
an
wanted to highlight that.
entity.
Okay.
Regardless, Chelsea,
Of who the owner
Chelsea is,
is.
yes, Chelsea is an entity that is separate from the owner. Do you get? Chelsea in itself as an entity has committed fraud. That's fraud. No, okay, let's say they've committed incomplete. It's incomplete. The accounting is incomplete. Do you get what I'm saying? In the UK, they give you, I think, 7 to 10 years. You can adjust your accounting. Do you get? So the one for 2015, 2016, you can adjust it. Do you get? If you move it back to 2022, you can't really adjust the one of 209, right? HMRC, Her Majesty, and the Revenue and Customs. For those of you in the UK, Her Majesty and Revenue, obviously they would fine you if you come back and say you want to adjust your accounting. It was wrong. They would fine you when you want to adjust the accounting. Do you get what? That's what they will do. They will fine you. It's a fine they will give you. Do you get what I'm saying? So he said they should have done due diligence when they acquire it was when they acquired Chelsea, right? Yeah, they were the ones that reported it
You reported it like what, 3 years ago, like you said.
3 years ago.
3 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. So, but the big question, the question I have, right? Why is the FA not charging Man City, just the Premier League? Yes, it's just the Premier League that charged them. So are they saying that everything Man City has done with the 115, everything is done in closed doors? We've not heard the full thing of what they've committed. Do you
But
get?
there's
But
not
people
been
say
an outcome of that, though. There's not been an outcome
exactly.
of this
And
stuff.
probably they will give Chelsea what I think was going to happen to us. Should I tell you what they will do to us? They will
What
give us
point?
probably a transfer ban. That's what I think would
I was
happen.
even thinking points deduction.
They,
I was thinking point deduction.
they might not give point deduction. They will give us a transfer ban because it pertains to buying of players.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You
it's
get?
not bad,
And this
but banned for how
is
long?
not the
That's the
this
problem.
is not it's probably one window. This is not the first time they are banning us.
And banning means you can't sell, you can't buy.
You can't
Or
buy,
you can't
but you
buy,
can
but you
sell.
can sell.
Sell, yeah.
What kind of ban is that?
No, but it depends. The last ban they gave us was ban for buying. That's because the crime we committed then was due to buying, right? Do you get what? Buying of players? So it can be you can't buy, you can't sell. So we don't know. But I think it would be a transfer ban. That's what I think. They would know, these people would fight it. Because you talk of, if they give us, I'm just saying, if the FA gives us points deduction for this, no matter what it is, then it means that Manchester City automatically they have to get points deduction, and it will be a heavy one. Do you get what I'm saying? So everything is precedence, right? Man City, they acquired, they've agreed with the Premier League because they are trying to reduce the punishment they will receive. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's there. We can't say any punishment they want to give us is fine, right?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I don't really care.
yeah, it's
Did you read some
definitely
comments?
yeah, it's definitely interesting. Some of the comments, let's read some of the comments. Magnifico said, "You took Hazard from my club. That's sporting advantage. They should have done diligence before they
We didn't
acquired
take
such a rich
Hazard
keeper."
from your club. You refuse to pay the agents. We
Which is
didn't
still
take
kind of the
Hazard
same
from your.
thing. Which is kind of
No,
still the same thing. You
no
didn't pay
no
the
no.
agent on that, like,
The
give
the
the agent
agent
extra
no
tip.
the agent is demanding extra. You refuse to pay the extra.
Well, you still took him from the club. You still took
No,
him from the
so
club.
okay, let me ask you this thing. Manchester United could have still paid the agents. Do you get what I'm
And
saying?
paid
And still
this
report it.
sanction,
No,
paid the
no,
agent
no.
and
They
still
could have
report it
still.
on the books.
Yes, yes. So nothing is stopping them from reporting it in their books. They didn't want
I
to
know,
pay
right? He
extra.
gave the agent a backhander to give you an advantage,
No,
and now you're
no,
saying he
no,
didn't
no,
pay
no,
the.
no. No, but at the same time, they can still report it in their book if they want to.
So then
Yes,
why didn't you guys report it in your books?
that is Abramovich.
But
So
there's a
what I'm
reason why he did
so
not report
no,
it in
no,
his
no. So
books.
what I'm saying is no. What I'm telling you is that those payments probably was not done through Chelsea's accounts. It was done through Abramovich other companies. The extra money paid.
Hence why he did not report it in the book.
Yes, but at the same time, you are still meant to report it, regardless. You are the owner of the club. But I've also told you that Abramovich several times has borrowed Chelsea money from his other companies. He's borrowed the club money. When he was leaving, the club was owing him 1.5 billion pounds.
United lost out on signing Hazard after Manchester United Chiefs refused his agent's demand for a secret multi-million pound payment.
Which they could have reported Kingsley. There's nothing
I feel
stopping
like
them
that
from
they could have
reporting.
reported. They could have reported is
No, no, no.
basically what is pushing is
No, no, no.
hinting
The
at.
thing is that their transfers where when it happens, they will tell you for an undisclosed fee. Why do you think it's for an undisclosed fee? Because probably the agent doesn't want the the details of the stuff coming out. But you as the club can still report it in your books. There's nothing stopping the club from reporting it. I just think with the personality of Sir Alex, he refused to pay the agent extra. Sir Alex was the one practically running Manchester
I
United.
agree with
He would
Magnifico.
have
10
refused to pay
points.
the agent extra.
I think a 10
You
point
get what I
deduction
say? Why would you
is
deduct
fair
10 points from us? Why?
because it's an advantage. Having
What
Hazard is an
advantage
advantage.
is no? What
It
advantage
still looks
is I
weird to
don't
not report it.
it no, 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 no. What I'm saying is that if the payment was made, no, Kingsley, look at it this way.
I've looked at it every
I will
kind
give
of
you
way
an
that you're saying
example.
it. But
I
I'm
will
still
give you an
telling you
example.
whether you like it
Let
or
me
not
give
is
you
an advantage.
let me give you
Let
an
me explain what I'm trying
example.
to say. You're saying that Hazard, right, could have gone
Mm,
to Manchester United. They could have paid
mm,
what the agents wanted. As long as they
mm.
reported it on the books, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Chelsea paid the agent, did not report it on the books.
Chelsea
That's
did
why
not
you're
pay
facing.
the extra money was given by Abramovich. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Was given
Exactly,
by
it's the
the
same
owner
thing.
of
It
the
was
club.
given by Abramovich, and it was not reported on the books. And this was done. This was done multiple times. It was not just done like once. It happened
Okay,
multiple times.
I will tell you
So
something.
it
You know
was
what?
intentional. It was
So no.
intentionally done.
You know one thing I'll tell you. Look at the way Abramovich buys players. Are you telling me that is it only those three he gave extra money to buy the players he bought? No, he's probably giving other people money, extra money, but those ones were captured in the books. Do you get what? The main thing is that the money was not paid through Chelsea. Chelsea, the club itself, was paid through his other companies. Do you get what I'm saying? But what I think is Manchester United, if you want to buy a player, it's just like Eze going to Tottenham. Arsenal comes in, matches everything, does extra. Are you telling me they didn't pay the agent extra to get Eze from Tottenham?
That's not what. That's
Yes.
not the. That's not.
No, I'm
Number
just
one, you
telling
cannot
you how
prove
it
that. Number
works.
one, you cannot prove that they
No,
paid the agent extra.
I'm not
But
saying, but Arsenal, at the end of the day, Arsenal paid more than Tottenham in that deal. Yes, overall, go and check it. They paid more. And I think Manchester United not getting Hazard, they should not put it on Abramovich. It's Sir Alex Ferguson they should put it on. And the club not willing
Why?
to pay extra. Yeah, because if you're not willing to pay extra, then forget it, you're not getting the player. Right? It's just like you know how the truth is, look at the Hazard transfer. The competition then for Hazard. Do you get what I'm saying? Man City was in for him. Manchester United was in for him, and Chelsea was in for him. Do you get what I mean? Apart from the player choosing who he wants to go to, are you telling me that the agent will not take advantage of the situation? Agents will always take advantage. That's what they want. He pays them when there's a bidding war. He does pay them. He pays agents when there's a bidding war. At the end of the day, who gains? The agents get extra. When there's a bidding war, agents get extra.
The only reason why I feel like you're not seeing that this is an issue is because you don't, due to the fact that Abramovich paid from a separate account, you don't know the extent to which that gave an advantage in that transfer situation. Because it was not added to the books. Not adding that to the books is already an issue, because if you add that to the books and you know how much everything costs to get Hazard, fair enough.
Is seen as incomplete.
Let me buttress my point.
Okay,
fair enough. You say this is how much you got Hazard for. You paid more for Hazard, but we don't know.
Chelsea Football Club paid X amount for Hazard.
Fair enough. Chelsea Football Club paid X amount for Hazard, but you don't know the extent to which the agent was paid for an advantage out of Abramovich's pocket in order for Chelsea to sign the player. It is still
but is the agent that requested for it?
My question for you is, with yes or no answers, do you think this is shady? Yes or no from Abramovich?
It's incomplete reporting. Yes, it is.
Is it shady? Yes or no?
It's incomplete reporting. Because no,
it's shady.
What I'm saying,
it is weird.
It is incomplete.
Chelsea could have paid for this player.
Reporting, because you know why I say it's incomplete reporting.
Complete reporting can allow for some corruption. It can allow for some extra things to happen.
I will tell you. See, it's incomplete reporting because Abramovich too could have reported that in the books and put it under a loan to Chelsea Football Club if they wanted to, from his other companies, as he's always done.
Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they just?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like Abramovich.
I don't know, but
we do incomplete reporting.
He said, "How did the auditors not find this?"
Exactly. How did the auditors not find this?
So that's what I'm saying, Kingsley.
Why did Chelsea have to self-report it?
Kingsley, let me tell you why they will not find it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Auditors always, obviously, are auditing their account. They will always audit their account. They've been auditing it for years. They've not found it. Why they thought bully? Why did they find it? Why do you think they found it?
Why did they find it?
They probably, to me, I think they did not just audit Chelsea as an entity. They audited Abramovich, the owner. That's what I think.
That's the problem that you're not seeing. That's the problem that you're not seeing.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the FA,
because you don't know how many other things that has come out of Abramovich's pocket that give Chelsea an advantage when it came to transfers. That's what I'm trying to point out to you.
But if there's any other advantage,
creative accounting.
But
you don't know what he has done to give him an edge.
But what I'm saying is, if there's any other if there's any other extras, it will have been self-reported. So it shows that the other ones were reported. Do you get what I'm saying? It was reported. To me, I look at it as a tip, under table tip, which is bad. Cash payments. You look at that as cash payment. I don't know if it's cash. I didn't say it's cash. But it could have been cash. Okay, I'll give you an example. The thing is that you need to look at the personality of the owner. Abramovich is someone that he took the running of Chelsea personally. The club to him, the club was not about profit or loss. He didn't care about that. It was just about his he just wanted to be entertained. He just wanted to win. He watched Barcelona one day and was like, oh, he tried to buy Barcelona. Barcelona refused, like, oh, I need to buy a club to play like Barcelona. He was fascinated. And that's why he bought Chelsea. Chelsea became like his I don't want to use the word. Chelsea fans will come for me. I want to say his play, his toy. Do
His
you get
side
what I'm
project.
saying?
Yeah,
His
his
side
project.
project.
Mhm.
That's how Chelsea was to him. So profit and loss was not an issue. An example is when they kidnapped Mikel Obi's parents. He asked Mikel Obi, he flew down, asked Mikel Obi, do you want me to help you in this situation to get your parents out? He was ready to help Mikel Obi personally. Now, question for you: if he helped Mikel Obi personally, would that one be reported in Chelsea's books?
That is completely different.
How is it different?
That is a completely different scenario from transfers.
That is still no Kingsley, but
Transfers
you know
give you
that is an expense.
no. That's it. I have to put a full stop there. Transfers
Kingsley,
give
I'm
you
in
an
management.
advantage in your club.
Wait, I will tell you
Going
this
to
thing.
help a player of your club
What I'm
does not
saying
give
is,
an advantage over another club.
I'm telling you to look at the personality of the owner first.
But
How he is.
correlation does not equal causation in this situation, because Abramovich himself, he can be a nice man and want to help his players and everything. Luis Diaz parents were kidnapped.
I'll give you. No.
It's not a football matter. It does not correlate.
Thank you. You said it's not a football matter, but if I'll tell you this as someone in management, right? If Abramovich, no, listen now.
I'm listening to you.
Discussing,
This is an interesting conversation.
if Abramovich decides to help Mikel Obi pay the ransom for his parents to come out, that money still needs to be reported in Chelsea.
It doesn't need to be reported in Chelsea because
it
it's
does.
personal. A man can personally help someone. That is not advantage.
You're looking at this as personal. You're looking at it as personal. It's the same thing as maybe he's looking at those money he gave those agents as personal.
That's not personal. That has to do with transfer. That has to do with transfer. That has to do with, let me explain the difference. Let me explain the difference. This is a very
needs to be reported.
And let me explain. Can you let me explain the difference? Liverpool and Chelsea were going for Caicedo. If today, right, let's say Caicedo was open
and Chelsea paid more.
If Caicedo was open to go to any club, let's say Caicedo did not prefer Chelsea, he was open to go to either Liverpool and Chelsea. Liverpool come to Caicedo's agent, because we have
how are we not sure that Hazard was open to come to us? He wanted us and not Manchester United. In fact, do you know the thought I had?
Caicedo was more open with Caicedo that he wanted to go to Chelsea
if Hazard did not come to Chelsea, if Hazard did not come to Chelsea, he could have gone to City. To me,
going back to my analogy,
Manchester United
if FSG paid from their personal pockets for Caicedo, and Caicedo ended up in our team on that club and we won the league, that payment that was not reported behind the scenes is an advantage, because you don't know. Because you don't know how much more plus or minus that was given to the agent.
You can also buy
and give it to other people.
You can also buy
sure that player is convinced to come to your side. It is shady. You have to understand that it is shady.
You can also buy a player of Caicedo's caliber, and also having Caicedo in your team does not guarantee anything.
Other player is Hazard caliber.
It doesn't.
You guys got Hazard.
Kingsley, let me tell you this thing. Buying a player, do you get what I'm saying, does not guarantee he's going to play well or he's not going to play well.
Did Hazard play well?
Hazard played well. He was going to play well, obviously.
What are we saying?
He was
what are we saying? It's an advantage.
One of the best players
to City. That's it. To City or to United. That's an advantage for them.
He could have gone
to play well.
He played well.
The goals don't matter. Exactly. Like SSB saying, the goals don't matter. And you're trying so hard to not admit this. Rules were broken for SSB. What rules were broken for Caicedo? Please let us know what rules were broken.
You know what I think? Even for Caicedo, I'll be honest with you. I think you guys bidded how much? We outbidded you guys.
We brought 100. I think 100 million pounds.
And we brought 115. or so.
115, 100. Yeah, 115. Yeah,
Can't
I think
remember.
110.
But
You guys
do
bought
you know
a little bit more than
yeah,
100
yeah,
million.
but do you know that that extra money there,
Hmm.
some of the money goes to the agents
In a
extra.
normal business now, like
Yes.
agent to
So
get that
now
fee, yeah.
you can agree that we paid more and went the extra mile to get
Let me let
Caicedo.
me ask you. Let me ask you this: what came out of Chelsea books for
Mm,
Hazard and what
yeah.
Abramovich paid from his pocket?
Mm,
The agent was paid from still what was reported from Chelsea books, and the agent was
mm.
paid another extra
But
from
Kingsley,
Abramovich's
that
pocket.
is, see, listen, you should understand this thing. The agent himself,
Wow,
the agent himself, listen, the
it's
agent
shady.
himself was
It's
no,
shady.
the agent himself, Kingsley, the agent himself was the one that wanted it that way, not the club. It was the agent. Do you get? Is the agent that requested he needed? Yes, Esugo is out for 12 weeks. Do you get what I'm saying? The agent wanted extra money under
Mm.
the table. That's what he wanted, or that's what they wanted. Do you get what I'm saying? They were the ones that. So, how do I say it now? You are saying we are getting extra advantage when the agent is trying to get extra money in his pockets and not report it on his side. Do you get? Say United had Caicedo the
That's why I was just
99%.
reading Magnifico's comment about Caicedo. United
Exactly.
had
So this
Caicedo the 99% done when he
exactly.
was still in
So
Ecuador, but the agent wanted a
yeah,
massive fee. United said no.
exactly. So you see that United generally their culture is Magnifico. Maybe you back me on this. They don't like to pay extra for agents. Yes, they don't like to pay extra. They didn't get him. An example is, let me tell you something. Do you know that Abramovich, before Neymar went to Barcelona, do you know Chelsea was one of the first clubs to find Neymar?
Mm,
Abramovich was cutting this guy. He traveled all the way to Brazil to his family house. He promised his parents, let me tell you this thing, so that their son will sign for him.
mm,
He promised to give them, there were so many things that came out then. Like he promised to give them a house in London. Do you get what I'm like? Give them flamboyant
yeah,
life,
yeah.
make their life very comfortable, just so that they convince their son to come to Chelsea. Now, if he had done all those things for the parents, Abramovich that we know would not report it in Chelsea because he's looking at it as, I'm telling you to look at it in the view of Abramovich and the way he looks at Chelsea. He doesn't look at Chelsea as profit and loss.
But that's an advantage. That's an
But that's
advantage
how
too.
he goes the extra
That's an
mile.
advantage too.
Do you get what I'm saying? He
So
goes the
okay,
extra. But at
okay.
the same
Let me
time, at the end
let me
of
ask you
the day,
this question. Let me ask
Neymar,
you this
Neymar
question
did,
before
okay,
I
Kingsley, let
forget
me
this.
ask
Let
you.
me
Wait,
okay.
wait, wait.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I will let you talk now. So at the end of the day, Neymar
Mm,
still decided to go to Barcelona.
mhm.
Barcelona obviously gave the parents the things Chelsea owner wanted to give the parents.
Let me now get to my point.
Yeah.
Let's say every single rich owner decides to
Mm-hmm.
start doing things for people to get them to come to their club. Saudi,
Mm-hmm.
to what extent do you think
Mm-hmm.
this get to? Where owners go to players' houses, want to build house for the parents, they want to pay agent extra money, they want to do this, they want to, do that to convince their player to come to the club. Let's say the laws were more loose to go
Yeah.
and do whatever you want to convince the player to come to the club. To what extent does that get to?
So what I'm telling
Some
you,
clubs will miss out on some players. That's
so what
that's
I'm
the, that's
saying,
the unfair advantage.
No,
And you
it's
have
not
to look
about
at
missing
it.
out. It's not wait, it's not about missing out on players. It's about reporting it in your books. And that's why I said if Roman
And
Abramovich decided to help Mikel during that time, he still needs to report it in Chelsea's books because Mikel is a property of the club.
property
Yes,
of the club is crazy. Mikel is a player of the club,
but
but
player
then
of the club
mm,
owns him. Do you get? He
the
still
club
needs
employed him.
every team. Okay, Kingsley, let me ask you this: if,
Yeah.
for instance, he paid, let's say, $5 million to
Mm,
the kidnappers of Mikel's parents,
mhm.
right? Is he not meant to report that amount in Chelsea's book? The amount spent towards Mikel.
Why should he
He's meant
report
to
that amount in Chelsea's
that
book?
he is meant to report it. That is the law. He's meant to report it. Yes. According to accounting, he's meant to. So you see, now you are saying he's not meant to. He's meant to report it. From an accounting perspective, it's meant to. That will also be seen as incomplete accounting. Do you get what I'm saying? Because even if you are paying, even if you are not paying the money, you are not paying the money
Mhm.
to directly to Mikel. you are paying it to the parents. At the end of the day, it's still for Mikel. It's still like paying the money to his account for him to give the kidnappers. What's the difference? You pay money to Mikel's account for him to give the kidnappers. You give the kidnappers directly. What's the difference? It still needs to be reported. Do you get what I'm saying? Fergie himself is not clean. Yes. You see, another one Fergie offered Paul's family. Exactly. So you see, so that's it. So I like what Magnifico is saying. The problem is, as long as it is reported, forget the unfair. People will come and outbid each other, promise you heaven and earth. The one Neymar's parents, Baka did, they obviously reported it. They reported it in their accounting. The issue is, you not reporting it in your accounting is seen as incomplete accounting. And that's a fraud. That's fraud. To me, that's I'm not objecting that that's fraud. They've committed fraud, incomplete accounting.
It's definitely shady, whether you like it or not.
Like,
it's shady business for sure.
But they are arguing that it does not give them unfair sporting advantage.
The Telegraph is reporting Chelsea face the threat of a possible point deduction if they are found guilty of wrongdoing. However, a sporting sanction may be considered too harsh given the alleged offenses took place under a previous ownership and were self-reported.
Doesn't matter.
So I don't know. I mean,
it doesn't matter. If they are found guilty, they will be punished regardless.
I don't know. What is a fair punishment? What's a fair punishment for your club? Given that you self-reported,
a transfer ban. A transfer ban is fair.
You feel a transfer ban is fair?
Yes.
No 10-point deduction.
Seriously, if you do 10-point deduction, should I tell you what that would do? Clubs now, what they will do is that they will start hiding stuff from you. You don't want that.
Oh, you feel 10-point deduction is too light for Chelsea?
It's too hefty for them.
Oh, it's too hefty. Okay.
Yes, it's too hefty for them because they are still claiming, how did he give us sporting advantage? Because at the end of the day, to me, I feel what would be fair, since it involves transfers. Do you get what I'm saying? It involves transfers. You give them a transfer ban. To me, that's what is fair. Give them a transfer ban because it involves player transfers. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you are saying the one of Manchester City's zone goes beyond. It's about manipulating the books entirely to bring in more money for the club. This one is not reporting expenses.
The Telegraph the Telegraph comes back again to say Chelsea are in talks with the FA and also with Premier League and are working towards a swift resolution which they are confident will not be any worse than a fine. So
we'll see.
It's possibly just a fine. It's possibly just a fine.
But look, so that's what I'm saying. So look at it this way. Now, they have problems with reporting their expenditure. Right? So at the end of the day, if you report your expenditure, you are reporting more loss on the book. Do you get what I'm saying? But in City's case, you are talking of, you are manipulating the entire system to bring in more money for your club. You see, that's different. Do you get what I'm saying? That's really heavy. So exactly.
Other clubs have done this before. City was doing artificial cash injections, fake sponsors, extra money and sales, etc.
Extra sales.
Everton got a points deduction. Chelsea can say what they want. Eyes tell a different story. Fair enough. Magnifico was saying, what about what was not clean about Fergie apart from some referee intimidation? But we end this. He joined the mid-table club. We was a cup team. Okay, fair enough. But anyways, for the most part, most top clubs, it seems like there's something shady that goes on behind for top clubs. Chelsea,
they try to outbid each other. It's obvious in the Caicedo. Kingsley, I will tell you that for Caicedo to change his mind that way, it's not just about he loves Chelsea. Let's keep that bullshit aside. The agent was giving extra. The agent was giving extra money. You are talking as if yes. And the agent is the one that Kingsley. You don't know the power of agents. They are the one that they convince their player last minute. Oh no,
Mhm.
no, no! I don't think you should go to Liverpool. Those guys are not ready to pay us. No, no, you can't go to Liverpool.
Mm.
Go to Chelsea. Because you forget that some of these agents they follow the player from when the player had nothing. Some of them.
Mm.
Do you get? So they have to get paid. You saw the example that Manchester United could have gotten Caicedo, but
Yeah.
United refused to pay that extra money the agents wanted. Has Caicedo changed his agent since then?
Thank you very much, Magnifico. I was telling Andy that Liverpool that we are clean. You're like, hey, we're not clean, this and that, whatever. By the end of the day, Magnifico is here saying United and Liverpool are the two best and clean teams in England and always
Hey!
will be. It's why I respect Liverpool.
No, I
Tell us
don't.
how we've done shady business. Where did we do
United,
it? Where
United
were we
is
shady?
not. United is not clean.
Liverpool, where were we shady?
You can. We've not seen you guys being shady. We've not said that you guys are shady. No, but United is not clean. You can't put United in that bracket. Never,
SSB saying, I think
never.
West Ham and Arsenal have been charged with what Chelsea has done in the past. Oh,
Exactly.
okay. At the end of the day, like, let me give my take. I feel like this whole thing will result in like a fine. I think because of the self-reporting and with the way the Telegraph they are reporting on this issue, it looks like it will end up being a fine for Chelsea. Like it might not be anything more than a fine or a transfer ban. If they are doing like a point deduction, then that's really harsh. But I'm pretty sure to just end up being a fine, and you guys will just pay some 8 point something million or 9 point something or 10 point something million pounds, and then move on with it. I think that's what is going to happen. They will definitely make it like a lighter sentence because you self-reported, because they will want to encourage more people to self-report. So that's going to be what might happen. AB saying Baka signed Messi when he was 13. That's agent work. Fair enough. Magnifico. Andy, what have we done?
You guys, you know what you've done now. You guys dominated the league for so long.
Dominating the league does
Dominated the
not
league.
mean like they did anything shady. Doesn't
Referees were
necessarily mean they
scared.
did anything shady.
Referees were scared. Look at it this way. Referees were intimidated, right? He also said it in one of his comments, right? He said few referee. He said apart from some referee intimidation, you can see it. Referee
It's the
intimidation.
way
Is that
Magnifico
not
snuck
unfair?
in that some referee intimidation.
Some,
It's like,
some,
yeah,
right?
some
And
referee
it's not.
intimidation,
Is that not
but
unfair sporting
we are
advantage?
still we're a clean club. But
Okay.
some referee intimidation happened. No, Magnifico, man, you're funny. But interesting stuff. Interesting stuff from Chelsea. I saw it. It broke the news broke out on Fabrizio's page. I saw it on Fabrizio when he was like, this whole point deduction stuff, and I just like not point deduction. I mean the whole Abramovich stuff, and I was like, wow, interesting. I wonder what's going to
You
happen. But
you know
now
what?
that
You
I
know
know
what?
more, now that I know a lot more detail on this, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going back to SSB's comment of like, this will not end up being a huge thing in
You know what
Chelsea.
I think? If they want
Mm.
to give us a point deduction, they should give us a point deduction. We don't care.
I don't think it will happen.
Do you get what I'm saying? But you know what that means? If they give us a point deduction, then
Mm.
you see Chelsea as a club, they are capable of coming for the FA and like, why didn't you charge Manchester City? Why is only the Premier League charging them? Because the
And
FA has not said anything. It's
and
just the
the
Premier
fact that you guys two are very transparent in the whole process, I think
League.
they will make that sentence very light. They will lighten the sentence. You guys were very transparent. You guys self-reported. What more do they want? So I don't see it being an issue. Fergie got first refusal on all players in Britain during his days. Wow, so
Are
it
you
came to
sure?
Fergie first. So
Are
if
you
Fergie
sure?
said he does not want before it goes to, wow,
Are
that's
you sure?
power right there.
Magnifico, can you confirm this for us?
No, that's power right there. Fergie definitely, of course, definitely
I'll
power.
ask you this.
Wow,
I'll ask you that question. If AB is right, is that
mm.
unfair sporting advantage?
It's unfair sporting advantage, 100%. It's
So
unfair,
clubs,
100%.
clubs, they fight
What?
each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Clubs fight each other regularly,
Mm-hmm.
trying to outbid each other, trying to get an advantage over each other. Is normal. The issue is when you don't put it inside your books, that's fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's fraud. You say, I just gave you Gaza examples, so that can be true. Yeah. But apart from that, it's okay if Fergie has connections, agents.
But I feel like
Do you get what?
My question is for
Kingsley, you know
Magnifico.
something?
Let me
Before
just
you,
ask Magnifico. Like, there's no smoke
okay,
without fire. So if everybody is saying Fergie did this, Fergie did that, Fergie intimidating referees, Fergie did, Fergie that, to what extent, right? We don't know to what extent Fergie was corrupt, right? So you kind of can't rule that out if they say, if there's like a rumor that, yeah, he got first refusal before any other person. So that's just what I wanted to say. What were you going to say?
I wanted to say like Mikel not going to Manchester United.
Mm.
Didn't you find that weird? He was to go to Manchester United, and all of a sudden he changed his mind.
No, but Mikel has come out to explain that story in detail on
What
what's
was the
happening.
story? He
He
just
was
changed his
he
mind.
was going to sign. No, he was going to sign, and then I think he went back home because they usually like send players some. I don't know. He was going to sign with United, but he went back, and then that's when Chelsea like swooped in, and then they convinced him or something like that during that period. But it almost felt like he was almost joining United, but Chelsea just came in last minute and then swooped him to come to the other side. But it's online. Like, if there's more detail on Mikel going to Chelsea online, because
Online.
he did come out to say
Okay.
the whole story. AB saying Gaza turned down United because Spurs bought him a house. Oh, but Fergie wanted to buy him a house. Oh, they hated United for
Oh,
dominating.
serious?
That's all. We won fair and square. Man, no Fergie. Oh wow, that's interesting. But Spurs that bought the house, not even Fergie. Wow.
So you see. So is that not?
That means
Would you call that of
that even
sporting
exonerates
advantage?
Fergie even more, because Fergie did not pay the extra fees that the agents wanted
The
for Hazard. Like,
what I think is the nature, the way Fergie, his personality, and the personality of Manu, especially in the Fergie
oh,
days.
I mean, United
He
didn't
would.
pay extra fee for their players in general.
I United will never. Fergie will never
Mm.
agree to pay any agent extra.
Mm.
No, he won't do that. He won't.
And I think
Talk
most
less.
clubs should.
Talk less
Most
of
clubs
if.
should.
Talk less of if is under the table. He will never agree.
Mm.
Never. Exactly. He always he hated agents, right? So why would he do that? The moment an agent does that, he's done.
Because
Do you
agents are
get? So
shady. They're shady because they want
yeah.
to make more money off the player. It's not really about the player's best interest. It's about how much money they can make from it. So it's crazy. Even Ronaldo, we got lucky and played friendly. But got him before Arsenal. Imagine if Ronaldo went to Arsenal.
Career
Arsenal
would have
fans
been
will have that
finished.
Ronaldo trophy for the rest of their life. They will not hear the end of
Of it.
them of Ronaldo playing for Arsenal. We will not hear the end of it, but crazy stuff. But anyways, I guess we've somewhat come to a decent conclusion on the topic though. Do you have any more things, or what's your final thoughts?
Say
Say,
was
was
Fergie.
Fergie's brother not a scout for United? Was he? Let me actually check that.
Anyways, apart from, did you watch Postecoglou's press conference?
I did. Not everything, but I saw clips of it.
So he said he knew he was going to be sacked
Mhm.
before the final. And he one key thing he said, they asked him, no, now that you've arrived,
Mhm.
we know that you usually win trophies in your second season. What are the expectations? And he boldly said, I've also won in my first. He said,
Wow.
he
Actually,
won
I
the
actually
double.
confirmed it. It was a scout. AB is right. Fergie's brother was head of scout. It was Sir Alex Ferguson's brother was the chief scout for United. Was the chief
But
scout.
that's not bad. That's not bad now. That's
Yeah.
that.
I
There's
mean,
no
it's not
big
bad,
deal.
but I was just
He,
curious.
under,
I'm like, oh,
he
really?
understands.
Yeah.
Probably understand what his brother wants in
And what
his
he's
team.
looking for in terms of players and
You
stuff.
get,
So, well,
yeah.
cool.
So
Nepotism, but hey, at least
how is that
what's
nepotism?
a little what
That's
stuff's a little nepotism in it?
that's in
To be,
nepotism.
how do you get to be the chief scout and your brother is
No,
like the head
it's who your
coach?
brother
Your
wants
full
now.
link
Yeah.
there. If you knew, why did you say third season is the best in the series? If he
That's what he
knew,
said.
right? Yeah, if he knew that he was going to get sacked, he's talking about Postecoglou, I think.
Oh, that's what he said. Is what he
Yeah,
said,
so
right?
what stood out to me from Postecoglou's conference was when they asked him, "Oh, you usually win stuff in your second season," and then he was like,
Yes.
"I mean, I want to double at
I
Celtic in
will
my first season.
first
Like,
season.
I do win things in my first season as well. Like, if I don't win in
You know,
this season, I will not have a second season. That made
oh
me
no,
laugh.
that's what he said. That's what he said. He
Yes,
said,
yeah,
mate,
mate.
if I don't win
Yeah,
this
I
season,
don't,
I might not have a second.
I actually feel like bringing. Let me. My Instagram is open. Let me actually go to the press conference and play. It's actually really fun to watch. But what do you think of it? I guess that why you brought it up, you definitely had thoughts on it. What do you think of it?
I think Postecoglou is kind of like careful, and he also said something. He said, "Oh, they asked him about the squad, and he said he likes the squad because you can approach the game in different ways.
Mm.
So there's already how do I say it now?
Let me
There's already
bring up the press conference. And
Question for clarity, if that's you say, well,
Can
we
you
know
hear?
you win a trophy in your second season.
I won a couple in my first as well. Celtic, I won a double in my first year. So
there you go. Going to win one in your first time.
yeah, well, of course I can. Yeah. I mean, I might have to have a second year here, mate. So yeah.
Quick question.
Interesting stuff, man. I don't know if you heard it, but
that's funny.
it's funny, man. Like Postecoglou, man. It's good. Honestly, I have to say it's nice to see
I
him
like
back.
I like his back. I like his back.
For all the things I said, I take it back. It's nice to see him back.
I think he's a good man.
Talking to the press and everything. It's just always funny, man.
Low key, I think he's going to do better in Nottingham Forest than he did in Tottenham. That's what I think. I might be wrong. You say Ange Mate is
It's
like the
like the
fake
fake
Mourinho.
Mourinho. He should be
He
thankful
should
he
just
got a Premier League job a few months after being sacked. He said, "Do you guys know what the red cartel is?" This is what rival fans say. Red cartel? What red cartel is that?
red cartel.
SSB, can you explain again? What is the red cartel? Let me also try to look it up.
Red cartel.
Red
Anyway,
cartel.
so
Okay.
this weekend, the 3 games I'm looking forward to badly. Do you know the
Yeah.
3 games?
What the games?
Arsenal, Nottingham Forest,
Forest, Manchester City,
obviously,
Manchester United, of course.
and Brentford, Chelsea, obviously.
Brentford,
Right?
Chelsea.
Yeah. We're going away to Brentford, but yeah. So those are the games I'm really looking forward to.
Interesting. The red cartel is actually interesting. The red cartel is a term that some rival fans are using to certain historically powerful Premier League clubs, specifically Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal, of working together to protect their elite status. So the red cartel. It's just like it's just like when that I don't know that I keep going back to that video of that Newcastle fan. I was like, they don't want us to spend money. They are a cartel.
Yes.
The red
Kingsley,
cartel. I'm like,
I
you
would-
say the
I
red
would
cartel, but
tell-
it's like they're cartel and stuff like that.
Look at it this way. I keep telling you that.
Yeah.
You remember when especially during the Abramovich time, one of the clubs that did not like it, but from Manchester United, was Liverpool. You guys were not happy about the influx of money and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And this FFP stuff, I keep saying it favors Liverpool the most.
You've said this
Yes,
right.
it favors
You said
it
so
favors
many
you.
times.
Yes, it favors you the
No, I'm
most.
listening. I don't know how
Do
it
you get-
favors me the most, but I
Yes,
guess
it favors
I
you
see
the
where you're
most
coming from.
because you guys have huge revenues. It favors you. It favors Arsenal. Arsenal too has huge revenue. Do you get? And he also Manchester United. You can say it favors them, but maybe Jim Ratcliffe doesn't want to spend money. He keeps claiming they are broke, and he doesn't want to break any rule.
Man. Yeah.
So
No,
yes,
but
you see, Rafael Benitez versus Mourinho used to be very good, very good. But you see, so that's why, and I think the three of you actually saw what Chelsea did. You now saw what Manchester United did. Sheikh Mansour, right? Did with Manchester, and they're like, oh my god, if we keep allowing rich owners to come into the league, then there will not be advantage for us. Practically, your histories could be wiped out. Yes, Manchester City has, if not for last season, they could have started wiping out Liverpool's history, Manchester United's history, right? Because imagine Pep keeps winning the Premier League. There's no okay. Imagine there's no check, there's no FFP, and
Yeah.
Pep is allowed to keep spending. What will happen? Or
It will
Newcastle
just-
is allowed to
It
spend.
will just be outrageous.
Thank you.
It will definitely be outrageous.
Yeah, he said, "Do you
I do-
remember?" I remember. Yeah,
I do
remember.
want to, if you guys permit me, I do want to just
Yeah.
play this Talk Sports guy
Yeah,
for you
Yeah.
guys. Because
That's fine.
that's one of the funniest things I've seen. But let me play for you guys so you guys can see this Talk Sports fan. This is the video I was talking about.
Okay.
Let me.
Nonsense
Can you hear? Can you guys hear?
for months and it's absolute.
Simon Jordan's
it's
told us.
hilarious to listen to. So you know something? It's absolutely hilarious to listen to because you've been spouting FFP nonsense for 3 months and we don't have to sell.
When you've got to sell players, you have to sell them. You might get a
We
bit
don't
more.
have to sell, Gabby. If you listen to what I'm saying, we don't have to sell. The papers have been talking nonsense for months.
I read it in the papers that you have to sell.
Oh, so you believe your mates in the media than people who I understand it. I mean, you can't report it.
No smoke without fire, Pete. No smoke without fire. You have to sell, Peter. You're worth like billions, but you can't. You have to sell.
You don't have to sell this summer. It's all paper nonsense. You haven't got a clue.
Pete, we'll give you 50 million for him.
You haven't got a clue. We haven't got to sell this summer. And Talk Sport has been spun.
Oh my god! Like that's the clip.
She
I
was-
was thinking about that clip.
She was almost crying. She was almost crying.
This brother, we don't have
She was
to tell.
almost
There's another
crying.
one I said. I think it was either the same one, the same video, or a different video. I was like, I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell. Like, bro, that made me laugh when I saw it, man. Like this whole cartel stuff, it has been happening for a while. Like people have been, like I've seen people say that there's like a cartel happening, the red cartel, like Arsenal, Liverpool. And United.
We're about to end. We're already in a new era where Liverpool
Mm.
dominates now.
Mhm.
We're in that era. Probably you guys will win the
Well-
league this season. John Terry came out and said he wants Liverpool to win the league. Yes.
I like it when we are like not favored to win the league. I think I prefer it that way. When we are just
He
like
said he
nobody really
hopes.
cares
He said
about
he
us.
hopes. He said he hopes. You know why he said that? He doesn't want Arsenal to win the league.
Oh, he doesn't want.
He said, I hope Liverpool can win the league. He doesn't want Arsenal. Yeah, so
Magnifico is saying if Onana didn't make an error in Europa final, would Ange have this job? That's actually a good take. I still feel like that Europa final is really what saved Ange's career. That Europa final.
so
really saved-
Onana gave Tottenham an unfair sporting advantage. Magnifico, is that what you're saying?
not that
You
he's
had
not
your
saying-
you had
he's
your
not saying that.
yes,
I guess it goes back
yes.
to the question where people were saying like what AB was saying about
Yeah.
him, like
Okay, his job.
he should be thankful that he finally got a job within a few months of being sacked. I think it goes back to that statement because, to be honest, that Europa League final really just saved his career. To be honest with you, as you're saying, Chelsea was the first club to break it. Rafa Benitez versus Mourinho used to be it used to be interesting. Do you remember Chelsea? Do you remember Arsenal fans throwing cash at Ashley Cole?
Remember, I
Yeah.
watched that game.
So
Yes,
this is
I
the
watched that
only
game.
season where I noticed rival fans are actually scared of Liverpool. I mean, before so Liverpool only won the league once in like 30. Like, bro, once in
30
like
years.
30 years. In like 30 years too. If you said Andy, stop it. I'm starting to suspect you now. Which era are you talking about? We have the youngest squad in the history of the league.
What
Mm.
was that? What's that about? What's he saying? What's he saying? Is it John Terry's statement?
John Terry said. I think it might be John Terry's statement.
No, that's what he said. He recently said it, right? He said it on Talk Sports. He said it recently.
Oh,
Right.
man, it's funny. It's funny, man. It's funny. But interesting stuff, though. Interesting stuff. Any other take or final thoughts?
Maybe it's tomorrow we'll start to discuss the Manchester City, Manchester
Yeah.
United, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to go much into like
Okay.
giving any prediction because that's for
Okay.
tomorrow's stream. That's Friday's stream.
Okay, no problem. Okay, final thoughts for me.
Mhm.
Haters will always hate,
Mm.
Liverpool fans, Manchester United fans, Isaac Davis is coming. That's good, right? So whatever, they should deduct points if they want to deduct from us.
Mm.
I'm not tipping us to win the league this season, anyways. Third position. But I pray it's not more than 5 points if they want to deduct something from us, right? And he said John Terry is a seller. He will never manage us. If he's seriously angry, but he no. The thing is, I think he knows that Chelsea cannot win it. So it's a case of, if Chelsea does not win it, do you prefer Arsenal winning it or Liverpool? Do you get? It's like your enemy's enemy is your friend. So that's the case for John Terry, right? Your enemy, Arsenal is obviously the enemy, right? His enemy's enemy. The main enemy of Arsenal currently is Liverpool. So Liverpool becomes his friend.
Yeah.
So yeah. So at the end of the day, they should find us. If it's the transfer ban, we'll take it. But at the end of the day, I want to see what comes out of the 115 charges for Manchester City.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? They cannot go scot-free. Kingsley. They cannot be fined for the crimes they've committed, because our own is even less, far less. We didn't report 3 expenditures, right? These are 3 expenditures, right? For player transfers. And that's specific to player transfers. Their own case was they were manipulating the books for so many years, trying to inflate it. That is unfair sporting advantage, because they are trying to increase their income, right, to buy more players so that they can buy more players. Do you get? Which is different from us. Our own too is fraud, right? But we didn't report the expenditure, which is different. It's spent already. We spend the money. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think you guys will end up having a lighter I guess penalty for this. It will probably be just like a fine or something. I don't think it's going to be anything serious that will come out of this. That's just my own take. Shout out to ABSSB Magnifico for joining the stream. I appreciate you guys, and Dorcas as well. Thank you guys so much for coming today. You guys know the drill. We're live every single day. Finally, 5:30 p.m. CST seems to be the sweet spot to go live. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Subscribe to the channel. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, we're bringing our calling segment. The calling segment, we're still working on it. We'll let you guys know once it comes. Tomorrow is our prediction stream where we talk about the match week and all the details on the match week. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you're streaming from. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks.